I'm sick of this James Harden news as much as you guys are. But we've had some new news pop up. We're going to run through it. I'm going to shout out the sources, which is Shams Charania of The AThletic, saying that Daryl Morey allegedly told James Harden that he would trade James quickly after he opted into the contract, as well as the Clippers are believed to have made the call to end James Harden trade talks, not Daryl Morey. That is coming from Brian Windhorst of ESPN. We'll get into both of them and let's talk about it. So, James Harden has told NBA investigators that his comments about Daryl Morey were in reference to a trade from the Philadelphia 76ers if he opted into his $35.6 million option for the 2023-24 season. Daryl Morey allegedly told James Harden he would quickly trade him after he'd opt into his player option this past June. The Sixers' stance is now that they expect to keep James Harden as a trade this offseason didn't materialize because in their mind, there is no trade that has been offered, and the best trade, and it's not even about Terrence Mann, guys. No, it's not about Terrence Mann, okay? Even if Terrence Mann was involved in a trade, it's not enough for the Sixers in their mind. They believe even if it's a deal of like Terrence Mann, Norman Powell, Marcus Morris, and picks, that's not enough to keep them as contenders in Daryl Morey's eyes. That there is no trade that's been offered that gives them an equal value return to what Harden offers them right now in terms of a championship aspiring team. So now Brian Windhorst is saying that this whole contentious offseason between James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers was ratcheted up when the team communicated they expect James Harden to attend training camp. And James Harden responded by calling Daryl Morey a liar. The timing of the Philadelphia 76ers making the declaration could have been dictated by the Los Angeles Clippers moving on from trade talks. Brian Windhorst alleges that the Sixers do not see a market materialize for James Harden beyond the Los Angeles Clippers. He said on his podcast, and I quote, "One of the things that happened here is I think the Clippers had decided there was no trade. I think the Clippers were going to move on from it. And at least from talking to Philly about it, I think the only option Philadelphia had at the time was the Clippers. And so when that never got off the ground, from what I understand, they had multiple conversations. You can see the two rosters. You can see what the trade pieces are. You can understand why they wouldn't do a trade. As long as Philly wasn't interested in taking some assets from the Clippers and then making an offer, probably with Tyrese Maxey for Damian Lillard, I don't see how a Clipper trade makes a ton of sense for them anyway. I think what ticked James Harden off was that they announced they wanted to bring him back, and he was reacting to that more than anything. So, that's the end of the quote. They're basically, what he's showing is, look, they understood what, like, we all know what the Clippers trade is. So, the whole thing is, they didn't see anything the Clippers could offer being enough to turn around and to trade for Damian Lillard. Nor probably Zach LaVine is not somebody that they think is, that I don't think, guys that you and I would think, none of those guys were probably in their mind. All right? Those aren't the type of fishes that they want. My thought process right here is that exactly, like, I don't even think the Bulls would do the trade if offered. Okay, if that makes sense. You guys just hear my dog? She just ran. And that's what I mean. So what I'm trying to get after is the fact that I don't think the Bulls would want Norman Powell, Marcus Morris, and whatever else the Sixers offered for Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan. Nor do I think the Sixers view either of those guys as better players than James Harden is right now. And they probably believe that they don't have enough to get Damian Lillard. And then you keep looking around the landscape of the league. There isn't anyone being traded. No one is being traded. All right? And it's like the other option is, do you want to go a Twin Tower? Do you want to go get Karl Anthony Towns? Is Karl Anthony Towns someone you actually think is going to help you win? Probably not. So for me, I think we all can agree that you look at it and you're like, they have to tell James, look, you're going to stay. We don't have any options. I don't know what you got to do. Go get him some strippers. Go make this man happy. As I take a sip of some Sprite Zero. I'm trying to quit soda. This is my first soda in like a week. But yeah, I think you look at the current situation and you think, get this man into camp. Because I'm going to repeat what I just said. Do you call up the Orlando Magic and you say, all right, send me, that'd be funny if Markelle Fultz, but send me Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, maybe, I don't even know, guys, like Gary Harris. I don't think Gary Harris moves the needle. But like, if I'm Orlando, I'm not offering Wendell Carter. I'm not offering Paulo. I'm not offering Franz. I'm not offering a lot of guys. Okay. I don't know what you guys want, but if I'm Orlando, I would offer the players that I'm trying to move off of, like maybe Chuma Okeke. You want him? Cool. Like Gary Harris, Cole Anthony, Goga, maybe Caleb Houston. You can have all that. Jonathan Isaac, you can have all that. Maybe a pick or two. And I just don't see any other deals. That's what I'm saying. Like, none of these deals are realistic. Let me hear your thoughts.